What if healing from trauma isn't about forgetting the bad things that happened to you, but learning to breathe again? Because breathing is something we do automatically, right? But when we've experienced a significant amount of stress or trauma, it can feel like we've forgotten how to breathe, how to relax our body, how to think positive thoughts, how to feel safe in our own body and in the world around us. Number 2, silence holds pain, but speaking up begins the process. A lot of the time when we've gone through trauma, we're told to keep quiet, right? To be able to confront our pain, to be willing to look at our wounds, to be brave enough to speak our truth. That takes strength, not weakness. And often in the process of healing, we're going to have to go against people. We're going to have to go against systems that have caused us harm, that have hurt us, that have broken us. And we're going to have to fight for our own healing. And that takes courage. That takes strength. That takes grit. And you're doing the best that you can, even when it's hard, even when it hurts. We're told to just sweep it under the rug, pretend like it didn't happen, act like everything's okay, put on a happy face, just don't talk about it. And when we've been through trauma, we tend to blame ourselves for what happened to us. We carry around this guilt and shame, thinking that we somehow deserve the abuse, that we did something to bring this pain into our lives. But here's the truth. None of that is true. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't deserve any of that. And in the process of healing, we need to learn to be kind to ourselves, to treat ourselves with the same compassion that we would offer to a loved one. And so many of us spend years in silence, trying to push down those memories, trying to avoid the pain, trying to convince ourselves that everything is okay, when in reality, we slowly rotting from the inside out because we haven't had the chance to speak our truth, to tell our story, to share our pain. Don't try to do this alone. Healing from trauma is a journey, not a destination. It's a lifelong process that requires patience, persistence, and most of all, hope. Hope that one day you will be free from the chains of your past, that one day you will be able to live a life that you're proud of, a life that is filled with joy, peace, and love. And when we finally do begin to speak, that's when the healing can start to happen. Even when it's hard, even when it hurts. Keep going, because the pain will eventually fade, but your healing will last a lifetime. That's when we begin to break down the walls that we've built around our heart to protect ourselves. But speaking our truth takes courage, strength, and most of all, a willingness to be vulnerable. But here's the truth. No one tells you this, but healing is possible. It is messy. It is not linear. It is not a straight line to the top, but it is possible. There will be times where you feel like you're redoing really well, and then there'll be other times where it feels like you taking 5 steps forward and then 7 steps back. And that's okay, because healing is not a straight line, and you can get to the other side of this. And so what you need to know is there will be ups and there will be downs. Here's some other things no one tells you about healing. Here's another truth. Triggers don't mean failure. They mean that you're engaging with the wound. So when you have a trigger, when you have a flashback, when you feel those intense emotions come over you, that doesn't mean you've failed. In fact, it means that you're on the right track. Your body is doing what it's supposed to do. It's bringing up those emotions so that you can process them, so that you can heal. And yeah, it might be painful, but it's only temporary. Here's another truth that no one tells you about healing. It's not a sign of weakness. Healing is an act of pure courage. You want to know another truth? Self-compassion matters. Most of us go through life beating ourselves up, right? We're our own worst critic. My final truth for today is this. Healing happens through faith, through therapy, through community. So here's my encouragement to you. Your healing is valid. Keep going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.